Catching real quick, guys. I talk about this every year. Watching Little League games, I'm not going to talk about the pro side of it, just the Little League side is, this still becomes probably one of our, if not the most important position that we have. You know, used to think about all the time, okay, who's going to be catcher? Okay, the short fat kid. The short fat kid, he's the catcher. Not anymore. Not anymore. You're going to have some long days of baseball if that's the case. You got to start picking one of your better athletes to get back here, or else you're going to get this in the middle of a game. And he picks it up and throws it over the pitcher's head. Next pitch, clank.
Umpires don't
he'll
like
pick
that
this, he'll pitch it up, throw it over the pitch, and all of a sudden, you don't even get through 3 innings. You're playing 2.5 innings. Mom and Dad's mad, Johnny's got 1 at bat because the catcher can't catch it, he can't throw it back. Get this guy going, get it going, get some tempo, get going fast, get athletic. And a lot of times, you know, we spend a lot of time talking about throwing, blocking, this and that, but realistically still, the most important part of catching is catching the baseball. It's catching the baseball. That is the single most important thing, is receiving the baseball. And real quick, I'm going to have Steve kind of demonstrate for me real quick with this glove. We got 3 stances that we got. We got our signal giving stance, our receiving stance, and our ready position. Our signal giving stance, his back's going to be straight. Here's, put your feet a little closer together. Feet will be closer together. His glove becomes an extension of his left knee right here, and his hand stays right there. The only thing we give, I got a lot of you guys don't give signs, this is for more of the majors, is all we're going to do right here is give our sign. It's the only time ever as a catcher, listen to this now, the only time ever we're up on our toes is out of our signals. Every other time we catch, we're never back up on our toes. Balls of the feet, yes, but not on our toes. So once we give our sign, I'm going right to the receiving stance because this is where I want to spend some time. Our receiving stance, we're going to go ahead, when I get down, I'm going to get down right here. I'm nice and comfortable. If you can see, go ahead on like, you know, the balls of your feet, and he's just going to let his butt sit as low as possible. If you notice, you may think he's on his heels, but he's really not. He's on the balls of his feet. His heels may be touching the ground, but he's very athletic. He can sit like this for days. He can sit like this a long time, maybe not. But he's got, again, our leg strength determines our own kids, but he's not up on our toes. Go ahead and go up on your toes for a minute. Because the toes, guess what I can do with the toes? I can knock him over very easy. Go back to being athletic. Now, once you're athletic like this, the next part is where do I put my target? You always want to try to put your target at my knees or lower. At my knees or lower, in a nice position, and his bare hand's going to be about right here behind his target. This is the key. Okay, go ahead and relax. This is the key. If you go ahead, a lot of these kids want to put their bare hand and, okay, coach, I got it behind me, I got it behind me. If you notice though, I got so much pressure on my arm right here, I limit myself where I can catch the ball. I'm just nice and relaxed. Now I got full range of motion right here, I can catch everywhere. Go ahead and get back down in the stance. Now the important part is, I got my glove and eyes working. Glove and eyes. So he got his hand behind, nice, relaxed, and his body's pretty much going to be stationary. And now all he's going to do is, like, wherever I put the ball, I'm just going to move my glove. I'm going to catch wherever I go. And this is a drill we usually start out with, and you can see, and I'm not going to throw it to him, if he's just going to move his glove, you can just go up to your catcher, and he's just going to go wherever I put it, and just get comfortable with catching it. Should have been a catcher, baby.
I know.
And just move around. And that's kind of a fun drill. The next part we do with receiving, go ahead and take your glove off, Steve, is he's going to be down in his stance, and we just go with the baseball, no glove, and just nice and relaxed. You know, he just works and just keeps on going. And we just kind of, if you notice, his body's not jumping up and down. It's not moving all over the place. His eyes are still, because all of a sudden if a catcher starts doing this, the eyes start moving, it gets tough to catch. We'll just do a few more. And you know, and it's nice, relaxed, and then he can finally put his glove back on and kind of do the same thing. And that gets with our receiving. So there's a lot of drills, a lot of fun you can do with that. Tennis balls are fine. There's some more advanced drills that we can do with it, but that's our receiving stance. Now the little guys, AA kit, you can stay in that stance all day long. You don't have to worry about blocking, stealing. Once you get to AAA, especially once you get to majors with a drop third strike, now we got our ready position. We call it our action stance, where we're going to be a little more ready, a little more ready. The target doesn't get any higher. So we're going to put our left foot just a little bit in front of our right, and watch when he goes down. His butt's not super high, but he's a little more engaged. He's engaged, ready to do 3 things. And he can do, go ahead and relax, he can do 3 things. Block, throw people out, or go ahead and catch wild pitches side to side. But the one thing on that is the target doesn't get any higher. Go ahead and put their stance, nobody on base. Watch where his target is, nobody on base. I'm killing you, I know.
Oh, I'm good.
And now get in your ready position stance, action. You see how his target stayed in the same level? It doesn't raise up, it gives the same thing. So those things out of our stances right there, I would do as much as possible, challenge your kids. Count the best way to challenge him with this is count the drops. Have fun. Okay, your goal this time is to have 5 drops or less this game. Let's see if you can do it. And it's fun. It's a challenge. Coach, I got it. Or 2 drops or less this inning. Yeah, I got it. I got it. And eliminate drops, because eliminating drops lets the game flow. It goes fast. It goes real fast. Next part, we're going to talk about blocking a little bit. I can probably do this right here. Blocking, guys, like to use this term, aggressively soft. Aggressively soft. Again, kids have fear of the ball. No question about it. No question. It's going to take it tough. It's going to take a lot of learning curve to do it. And when we block, the first thing, you got to be in your ready position. You have to be in your ready position. I'll put you back in so I don't get hurt.
Yeah, I would say.
I'm right there at the point. Okay, at a ready position. And when we block, his legs are engaged. The first thing he's going to do is with both hands, he's going to put the glove down right behind the ball. Okay, and his hand's going to be right behind the glove. So see, and once he gets right there, he's going to drive his knees straight forward. Sit your butt just a little. And there's got to be 2 constants. His chin's got to be down and his glove's got to be down. So when I'm here, I'm going to be sitting right here. And if one goes, if my head goes, guess what? My glove goes. If all of a sudden my glove raises, my chin's going to go. So I'm in a nice relaxed position right there. I'm going to show you a little drill progression as we go. I'm not going to throw it to him, but we're just going to kind of talk about it. We're going to get down in that blocked position. Now, I've talked about this years in the past.
Starting it?
Yeah, starting your block form, just looking at me with your eyes. The easiest progression you can do to teach your kids how to block right here is, we're just going to talk about the ball straight down, is start your kid already in the block position. And all you're going to be is this far away. You're going to get down on a knee right here, and I'm not going to throw it at you, but all we're going to do right here is he's going to go here. I throw it at him, short hop it, and when I throw it, he just follows the chin down. I'm here, chin down, it hits him, and he's like, man, coach, that doesn't hurt. That doesn't hurt at all. You do about 10 of these, boom. Okay, doesn't hurt again. And all of a sudden he gets that feel of it hitting the chest protector. He's like, you know what? That feels okay. Maybe I'm not afraid. The next part is you get in your ready position and just kind of start your hands already down on the dirt. Okay, and then all of a sudden he starts his hands there this time. I'm on my knee again, and now when he throws, I threw it, boom, he just drops straight down. Just to get the feel of going down correctly. And then, you know, you do that a few times, it hits him, and then you do a few regular. The only other drill that we do with this, and you can start straight down, Steve, I'm sorry, start just like that, is you just roll a few. So he's just going to go down, and he just feels it. The hand's always going to be behind, but he just feels it. Yeah, he just feels it. Don't worry about your knees. And he just feels it. But the big thing is, and I always tell people, the biggest thing, if you're teaching blocking, is use baseballs. Don't use tennis balls. And here's the reason why. And I know it's tough because tennis balls, they don't hurt. It eliminates fear. But the problem is, you use tennis balls all of a sudden all the time, and they get in the game, and they get that first baseball thrown on them. What are they going to do? They're diving. That's not a tennis ball, Dad. That's a baseball. That's not. Eliminate some fear early. Eliminate some fear. Use baseballs the whole time. Get it here. Never tell them, though, that they're actually going to get here all the time. I mean, we're going to hit us here about 80% of the time. Don't tell them that. We're hoping for right here. But if we can eliminate this fear early, it really helps. But they cannot block unless they're in that secondary stance. It's too tough. It's way too tough. If their butt is down, you know what? Good luck. They're just going to have to pick it. But if they get in their secondary stance, we got good things that happen. Last thing real quick on throwing. I can probably do this and then we get to kind of, it's just an example down to second base. We always talk about throwing guys out. And in Little League, it's tough to steal. Until you get leads, it's tough. Ball crosses the plate, you're trying to get right there, we're trying to throw it. It's tough. One thing I want you to remember with the catcher throwing. Right foot, get your shoulder in line. That's it. I know I say, man, that sounds easy. Everything we do with the catcher, I'm down in my stance, I'm throwing to second base, I like to step right where my nose is at. I'm stepping right there. I'm right where my nose is at. I'm here, I'm boom, I step with my right foot right there. Steve can do it real fast as he goes. I'm gonna step right my nose with the right foot. And you see how he's got to do that one more time? And he's down, boom. And when he's in a line, he's got his chin, his shoulder, his hip, his knee, everything's in line to second base, gets his chin. If he go to third base, the same thing. The right foot goes behind, guess what? Right foot gets my shoulder in line. If I go to first base, I'm here, boom. Right foot gets my shoulder in line. It's a very simple thing, and guess what? It takes away any other action, any other thoughts. Right foot gets my shoulder in line, and the kids like to do it. It makes it very easy for them. Not really going to worry about pop-ups. There aren't too many, especially right here, but that's kind of the gist. I want to go through that pretty fast. You guys have heard that a little bit, but I do want to show you who here is a double-A coach. Okay, I want to show you one other drill that I think is great. I'm going to sit on the bucket this time. I think is great for kids Because guess what? Double A, even sometimes triple, we don't know. A lot of us are just learning to catch for the first time. We don't know how to catch. It's hard to catch. We're learning. We're dropping balls left and right. And this is a drill right here you can do. I hate to do it inside your house. Do it every night. And the kids love it. I know you don't want to hit our furniture, this and that, but this is fun. Go ahead and put your hand behind the back and just with the glove, put your kid right on a bucket. Have a bunch of baseballs. Just say, you know, going night before you go to bed, and just go back and forth, you know, with the glove. Yeah. And you know, you just all you do. This is all you do for a while. Just do about 50 of them each night, 20 of them, and just kind of go back. And you'll be shocked at how fast your son learns just to catch a baseball. And you just have him sit on the bucket, and you do that after a while. Man, it is night and day. You do that for 2 weeks. All of a sudden, out in the game, they're playing catch. They're like, their gloves working right. And guess what? That's fun, because you know what? Mom and Dad let me do with the baseball inside the house, and it's fun, and that's pretty cool. Guys, I just want to be short and sweet tonight, so that's what I got on catching. I appreciate the time. Thank you.